historic Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Yankees and the Boston Singleton. I'm John Shelby. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. Getting the nod in this one, Kutter Crawford. What do we have on him?
Really labored his last time out. 4+ innings, wasn't able to qualify for the win, but fortunately got a no decision and didn't take a loss. We'll see if he can get in the W column today.
Okay, all set to go. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. On the ground right side, Gonzalez tosses to first. One pitch and one out. Yankees lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, but one reason for those long balls comes from the lineup being aggressive and confident. If they maintain that approach, they could hit a few more today.
Here's Judge now. In the air to left center, Durant under it. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, the designated hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Line drive to short and caught. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back here at Fenway Park. And taking the ball for the Yankees, Luis Gil. What do we have on him?
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all 3 if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Leading off, Jarren Duran.
left fielder, number 16, Jarren Duran.
Ball 1.
And he grounds one to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him off. The hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
Now the number 2 hitter, Roman Anthony.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Swinging a foul straight back. Oh, 1 now. Hard liner. Makes the grab.
Batting third, right.
Check out the Red Sox lineup. And singing must
work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Wilyer Abreu batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And now the 0-1. Back up the, oh, that got him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
First and second, one out. Wilson Contreras up next for the Red Sox.
Right through there for a strike. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris.
So now it's all about...
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job at getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back at the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Ziggy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far, neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of a sweep. For one team, it's about making a statement, and for the other, it's about salvaging respect.
Tap foul at the plate. And that one wrapped foul. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch is low. Throw to second.
You know, when you've got cooler temperatures like this, sometimes it's a little harder to get some offense going because hitters just don't want to feel the sting in their hands. They don't barrel it up. So being aggressive there, trying to get into scoring position by stealing a bag, I get it. Sometimes you just have to try to manufacture some runs, especially in temperatures like this.
No score here in the second. A dive, he's got it. Throws from his knees, and very nicely done for the out.
But he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting 7th, catcher.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells, with 3 hits on the series, and one of them a homer.
Down.
Next offering is fouled back. To the right side. And a foul ball. That one way inside. Out towards right center field. Anthony on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. So stepping in for Boston, Romy Gonzalez. Gonzalez starting up the middle at second, batting 6th in today's lineup, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Swings through that one for strike 2. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players question the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Ceddanne Rafaela will hit next. Turned on, but foul wide of third. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Caught him looking for the K. Here's the catcher to hit, Carlos Narvaez. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. High fly ball out towards left center. Bellinger under it. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Fenway Park, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level. First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Tapped softly on the ground. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, Boog, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball when it's cold outside. And that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. Could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. This one in the air center field. Anthony moving under this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder Trent Grisham.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Trent Grisham getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Here's 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Top of the third. No score. Oh, 0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, still 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
This is something else. Running that pitch count off. I can't imagine how frustrating it must be for the pitcher to have so many good pitches spoiled off like this.
Man at first, one away. Sets him down looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And that one was indeed a strike. One challenge remaining for them now. Here is Aaron Judge. Fly to left his first time. That's ripped. Base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. That makes it a 15-game hitting streak, and there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid contact, barreling up the baseball at times, and everything it seems he's hitting hard. As hot as he is, I could see this streak going for a little while longer.
Stanton in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The Yankees with a chance to score first here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
Ball 1.
Ground ball left side. Long throw to first, and that is that. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin.
Got him.
And they get the out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt. But they get the out. Way to go.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran.
That's a ball.
Really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they...
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him looking for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. Now he's challenging the called strike. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. Reached on an infield single his first time. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Man on second, 2 down. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2. Back to the mound. It hit him. And no chance for him to make the play. Let's just hope he's all right. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here comes Wilson Contreras. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. The Red Sox looking to strike first here in the last half of the 3rd. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Thanks for tuning in. Sweet morning, Zingy. Sweet morning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Grounded out his first time up. Hit in the air, center field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Here is Goldschmidt. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Dives and it gets by. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That ball right there landed in what they call a no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
And that is that. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go, bottom 4. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story.
He's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Romy Gonzalez, the next to hit, rolled out to second in his first at bat. In there for strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Go-ahead run on base. Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know, nights like this, when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Man at second. Slider clips the zone.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Carlos Narvaez will hit next.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
I can make a big man do the running man. I can make a poor man.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
You know, these Yankees, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. What a stop. The feed for one. A sensational double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Base is empty after the double play. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. Well struck right field.
We got a ground rule double.
And that's an automatic double.
That was loud contact and a no doubt double off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though. And he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 2. And a swing and a miss. Man on second, 2 down. Judge comes up empty there.
That's a really good take.
That's ball 2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that's the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Back after this on the show. Back here at Fenway, so stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin.
Third baseman, Caleb
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Red Sox finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back. And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Back to the top of the order. Next to hit, Jarren Duran. And that's fouled off. On the ground. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
up next for the Red Sox, center fielder
Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. And a foul ball. Anthony goes 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2022. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Here's the 0-2. Out towards right center field. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Kutter Crawford won't go any further tonight. And a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Giovanni Moran.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Go ahead run on base. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. Left field. Brings it in. Out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman
Goldie steps into the box. He's 2 for 2. Step off throw to first. And he just got his hand in there. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw to second. And that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back inside Fenway Park. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
That one hammered center field. Way back there. It's got a chance. And he brings it into the warning track.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman Wilson Contreras.
Here's Contreras now. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Oh, 1 down. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Red
Trevor
Sox,
Story comes up to the plate.
Trevor Story.
This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
There's a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Senior baseman Romy Gonzalez.
So digging in, Romy Gonzalez.
Nope. Ball 1.
And a 1-0.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And we still have no score. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Greg Weissert.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in.
First baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
And that one lifted in the air center field. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Liner, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Line, and that's a base hit. Runner holds at second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. This one in the air, center field. Anthony should have this one. Brings it in. Both runners tagging.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder Trent Grisham.
Go ahead run on base. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
High fly ball right field. Abreu under this one. And that's the third out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Weathers. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela.
Ball 1.
Here's a 1-2. Got him looking, and one away.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Way out front for strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Struck him out swinging. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beans.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Durbin stands in now and watches strike 1. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Back here in Boston. It's getting late, Singy. We came on the air talking about a possible sweep, but this one is all knotted up.
Counts the same in the standings, but this kind of game always feels like it's worth a little more, Boog. These teams are not backing down.
Sliced hard, but foul. Chapman, the league saves leader, up and throwing. Whitlock, a right-hander, loosening up as well. 1-1 now. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Carrying well. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. Aaron Judge leads the yard. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. In there for strike one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Liner snagged at first.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Right side, hard hit. To first, and there's 2 away.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Greg Weisser departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Righty reliever out of the pen, Garrett Whitlock. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Popped up. Gonzalez settles under it. And that is that. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
Back
Yankees.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Yarbrough.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Late swing, foul to the left. Now, Red Sox fans are frustrated, no question. Looking to get the tying run on base and fouled off. Struck him out looking. Durant wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and it's going to stay a strike. No challenges left for them now. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. 0 for 3 in this one.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
The Yanks trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
A break in the box now. No balls and a strike. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Line and a base hit into right. And a go-ahead run is on base. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with one away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Over to Jazz. There's 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
I know you see the fashion.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Foul ball. That one fouled off.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2-2 down. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw to second is offline.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Austin Wells, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Man at second. That's a base hit. Here comes Goldie around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead in the 9th.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And 2 aboard now as the lead runner stops at second.
Up next for the Yankees.
Next to hit, Ryan McMahon. This one smoked on its way out of here. Ryan McMahon leaves the yard. His 7th home run of the season. And they add to the lead. It's 5-zip.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Garrett Whitlock out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Justin Slayton.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Grisham at the plate now, and that's strike 1. The 0-1. Nice grab to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next, they're the Yankees, right fielder Aaron Judge.
Man at first, and now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Roll to short, could be 2. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Breaks his bat, pops it up. diving, makes the grab. What a play.
Wow, gotta love the effort right there. You know, these catchers, man, they work so hard. They take a beating every single game, and you don't see them very often lay out and make a play like that, especially with all the gear on. Trust me, that fires up the entire team. Really great play right there.
Chisholm in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man on second, 2 down. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Bellinger up to hit. Swing and a pop-up. And that'll do it. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And the lead is now 5-0. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, David Bednar. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. Here's Trevor Story now.
Leading off for the Red Sox, designated hitter, Trevor Story.
You can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Grisham is there, makes the catch. And next for the Red Sox, Romy Gonzalez.
Second baseman, Romy Gonzalez.
Ball, that's low.
Bednar, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and a Kate slides, but he can't come up with it.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Ceddanne Rafaela now at the plate. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Gonzalez at first, 1 gone. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swings through it for the K. Only 1 out left for the Red Sox. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Yeah!
They're down to their final strike.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Another strong showing from them tonight, Boog. They're doing the little things well over this long winning streak, and you can bet that has the manager smiling. When a team executes this well so consistently, it makes you think they're destined for big things.
5-0 the final in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.